So are Ishod Wairs Pro Model trucks worth your money? Today I'm going to share with you my experience skating Ishod Wairs Pro Model truck, and I'm going to see if these trucks can actually help me learn one of the tricks I've been working on, front crook. And make sure you watch to the end because I will be sharing 3 specific hacks that Ishod Wair uses every single time he sets up a new pair of these trucks. I also do want to say thank you to Shoe Pop for sending me these shoes. They're Jordan 1 lows, super clean. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to skate these just because they look so good. So I don't know, leave it in the comments below if you think I should skate them or keep them on ice. Alright, so before we dive into the full review of these trucks, I do want to get a quick warm up. Let's aim for like 20 tricks around the park, just to try and get the blood flowing. Alright, so here's what you need to know about Ishod Wairs Pro Model trucks. These trucks are thunder raw. That means that after they get molded, they don't polish them off, so they're not shiny. They have this kind of like matte finish. And then on top of that matte finish, they've got Ishod's name right here, along with a little like throwing star, which I think looks super sick. This red on Ishod's name right here matches the bushings that are also red. One thing that I did notice about the matte finish is right when I started skating them, they were kind of like a little bit more grippy than polished trucks. This is my first time skating raw trucks. And what I liked about it is as you broke them in, it started to slip more and more right where you locked into your grinds, and it was still grippy where you weren't locking into your grinds. So it was like if you didn't get into your grind the right way, you kind of like felt it instantly, and if you got in the right way, it like went. It's like the grooves and whatnot like were like super responsive, which I really enjoyed. The other thing you need to know about these trucks is they are a thunder light. So what that means is that this kingpin right here is hollow, so it does lighten it a little bit, and for me it was actually noticeable. I generally prefer skating like heavier boards. I feel like I have more control. However, just taking the weight out of the kingpin was enough that I felt like I was flipping my board easier, but not so much that I was like flipping it out of control. So surprisingly, I really messed with these thunder lights. Now Ishod's Pro truck comes with these red conical stock thunder bushings. Jamie Foy swears by these clear thunder bushings, but these ones, for whatever reason, I don't know if it's because they're red and the dye that they use, but these ones like crumpled on me really fast. They started cracking to the point that like this board is like ridiculously hard for me to skate because it's just way too loose. Honestly, I don't know why that happened. My best guess is that it's just like a defect in the production of the bushing, because I've never had a bad experience with thunder bushings till now. But if you do get this truck and you're worried about that, obviously you can go ahead and just get yourself an extra pair of like conical stock bushings. However, again, I really do like the colorway with like the red bushing with the red Ishod with the throwing star and then the black base plate. And also it does match like this wheel graphic that's mostly rubbed off now, but I just really like the red, black and silver colorway, especially with the matte finish. Like I feel like normally you would never think like, oh, this truck is like kind of a swaggy truck, but this truck I definitely like the look. Now the last thing that you need to see is this black base plate. The hanger is all matte, but this base plate is polished and shiny and very sleek. It's got a little thunderbolt right here, and then on the other side it says thunder. I just feel like it makes makes a really good contrast with the raw truck, and it ties in his pro wheel graphic. These are all deluxe products, so it's possible that there was like some forethought that went into all the colors that were chosen here. Overall, like, I would definitely get them again. All right, so there are 3 hacks that Ishod Wair does every single time he sets up these trucks. Before we get into that though, I do want to see if I can get my first front crook with these trucks, and then we'll get into the 3 hacks that Ishod Wair does every single time he sets up a pair of his trucks. Here are the 3 weird hacks that Ishod Wair does every time he sets up new trucks. So number 1 is he skates trucks that are smaller than his board. So he skates an 838 but skates 147 Thunders. So that just gives you a little bit better like leverage for certain tricks. I'll make a full video on that at some point. The second one is that he does 2 top bushings in each truck because regular bushings aren't loose enough for him. So that gives him even more play with his trucks. And the third and final one is that he puts 3 washers inside every wheel. I made a full video on that. You can check it out right there. I tested out with and without washers to see if it would help lock in on rails. Anyway, so check that one out. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make every single day a Friday, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.